All right. Today we have a couple of Les Lats out here. This is a slurry stone. This one right here is new. It's really the focal point of this clip. This one's been around. This came together as a set. Have Coticule side, the yellow Coticule. And then we have the hybrid. This side, this one rather, is also two-sided. Most Les Latneuses, or Les Lats as we call them, are two-sided. Not all. I have one that's just hybrid glued to slate, but my experience, most of the ones I've seen come basically, like this, with this layer, yellow cotty one side, hybrid on the other. They're a little varied in personality. So a little softer, a little faster, whatever. I think the story is that this hybrid layer is sandwiched between two different yellow layers, and each yellow layer might have different characteristics. Forget, the finer, the faster, or whatever. They're just different. Not better, not worse. They're just different. The hybrid side is hard, glassy, beautiful looking. Got this nice marbled surface. You can see here there's some kind of difference between the two, though. This one is from the new quarry location, Règne, I think, or something like that. And this is from the older location, Old Peru. Now, you can really see if I spray them down with water, a lot of similarities. You might pick up on some differences in appearance. I don't know. The camera's not that good. All right, you can see these bands through it. This one here to me has a slightly different coloration. It also has a different feel, and I've noticed that with the stones from the newer quarry. Again, not better, not worse, just different. To draw a picture, make an analogy, I find that the stones from Peru have a feeling, it's smoother. Whereas, for whatever reason, these newer stones, these newer Les Lats, the feedback is a little more bumpy, I guess you could say. People are going to have preferences, people are going to make claims about, whatever, but I think most people would be hard-pressed to prove that there's any actual working difference between the two. This one is a little less like a bunch of the newer ones I had. It's a little bit more like the older ones in feel. So it's like less bumpy. Some of them were just really, the feedback was really loud in my hands. All right. Work with both of these pretty. Work with this one quite often, actually. This one's brand new. I've only had it about a week. I've held on to it a lot. Got great results. I guess if I had to pick between these two, I'd be hard-pressed to make a choice. I'm probably going to go with this one as an overall favorite, maybe because I know it better, maybe because of the slightly different feel, edge quality. I think I'm getting to the same place pretty much no matter what. So there's that. Now, when I got this, I bought it online, and the sale was marked as the stone was lapped, which means it's flat and ready to hone. And whenever you do that, whenever you buy a stone with that type of tagline to it, take it for what it is. It's an opinion. I got this in this long edge here, and I can actually all the way at the bottom of the chamfer. I can feel it a little bit still, but not up here at the honing surface. These little tiny microchips, and there was no way that this would not grab an edge. But anyway, for Les Lat hybrid, it actually lapped pretty easy. This one is a bear. Okay, I lapped that one, it came bad. And the corners were down, there's scratches all over it. This one too seemed to have some markings from either the saw or the belt sander at the factory, all along the periphery here. Now a lot of guys will leave that because, well, lapping it's a pain in the ass. But you catch your blade on that, I mean, why are you bothering paying that premium price, you know, if you're just going to like compromise your edge later on? So it really does make sense. Get this flat, right? Make sure it's smooth. You know, it doesn't have to be like a freaking mirror, but it should be smooth. And you can tell, you know, you use a loop. I got a loop here. I check it out. I go in the corners and, you know, look at it. People say, you know, put a grid on it, lap it off, then it's flat. That's bullshit, okay? Grids get lapped off long before the stone is actually flat. Get yourself a quality straight edge. This is an okay straight edge. It is a better straight edge than this thing, which I use as a ruler but never as a straight edge because, well, it's not straight. This one's pretty good. There's one cork back, guys. You lay it on top. Look along the bottom here, shine a light. You see light, guess what? Not flat. I don't actually use this though. I use a Starrett straight edge, which is graded and certified and all that brouhaha, and tolerance is pretty good. And I have my own personal tolerance. If I see a glimmer of light, I might be okay with it. Like I said, I don't get insane, especially with these harder stones. I'll be here all day trying to make it dead flat. The important part is to know your edges should be really clean, or else they'll catch the blade